This is a demo of the InContact booking system for the Girls for Sale website. Hopefully what you can see here is something similar to what you already have in your website, although I've only put in some sample dates here, not all of your course dates. But it looks similar and should work similar, but it will do the full booking. So it will take the booking, take a payment, send a confirmation, and update your main database so that you can see who's booked into what course. So what I'm going to do now is just run through a quick demo of making a booking. So the first thing I'll show you here is how you can filter by the different types of courses you've got, just like you can on your own website. So there's all the competent crew ones, there's all the day skipper ones, put it back to full list, and here I can sort by location, so Southampton or Cowes. There we go. So I'll set that back to the full list. Shows in similar way to your current website what spaces are available. What I'll do is I'll go into the competent crew and book a couple of spaces there. So you see up at the top here it says, okay, how many spaces do you want to book and the cost, and here are the details, much like your own website. So if I scroll down here, you should see all the details that you would see currently on your website, and up here it gives the price $499 and a deposit of $125 in order to secure the booking. So I'll book 2 spaces there. You see the price is updated. I'll add that to my basket, and you see here back on the main list it's now indicated over here that we have 2 spaces selected, and I can remove them as well. I'll just book a couple of others as well, just so that you can see how it works. So if I book in here, I don't know, say I'll do 5 spaces here. You'll probably see actually it won't allow me to book any more spaces than there are available on the course. I've actually set them all to a default of 5. That may not be the case, but that can be updated if you decide to use this system. So there's 5 spaces booked on that, and let's just book a day sale as well. So add that to the basket. Now okay, I've got rather a lot there in there. Chances are people wouldn't book all that in one go. It was really just so I could show you. If I click here on my view basket, there are all the courses I've got ready to book, and I can remove them from here from the basket. So I'll click on remove there, say yes to that, click on continue shopping. You'll see here it's updated, it now only has those, or I can actually remove them directly from here. So if I click there, it will then say, are you sure you want to remove this from your basket? I'll say yes. There we go, that's now left us with the 2 spaces booked on the competent crew. So what I'll do now is go back to the basket. There's our 1 booking, 2 spaces. I'm now going to go to the checkout and actually go and pay for those and book them in. So I'll put in my email address here. And click on find me. Now this is handy if you've got people already on your database and you don't want duplicates. What it will do is it will search for the email address. In this case it said can't find you, so let's create a new account. Now these fields here that come up, you can add to this list of fields. I've just put in a default list of the name and address fields, so I'll just enter these now. And you'll probably notice here we've got full postcode lookup. So when someone enters their postcode and house number, then it fills in the address for you. I'll just put in here a work phone number, and where did we hear about? Let's say it was on the radio. I'll put in a password here so that if I want to return to make a booking later on, I can do so much easier. Click on the next button. Now it's prompting us for a payment, and you'll see here you can actually choose to pay either the deposit, in which case it's come up as $250, or the full amount. Yeah, most people would pay just the deposit, but some actually are quite happy to pay the full amount up front. So I'll choose pay deposit of $250. I'm going to use some test card details, so I'll just put those details in now. Expiry is 12/15. Card holder's name is John Watson, and the CB2 code is 452, and we'll say that it's registered at the same address. Right, now we tick on the confirm details and make booking. Here you'll see we have the course that we're booking, the spaces, and the cost. The payment in total would be $998, but the amount to pay today is £250. And down the bottom here is the make booking button, which I'll now go ahead and do. There we go. That's actually now done the booking, and I can show you the confirmation that would get emailed out. So if I click on the view confirmation now, here are all of my confirmation details for the booking, and as you'll see down here, it's confirmed that I've booked 2 spaces on the Competent Crew course on 12th of May. There's my payment along with the payment authorization code, payment of $250 and the final balance being $748. And I'll then show you how that then turns up in someone's email. Actually, before I do that, I will show you how the online booking updates itself. So if I now click on finish with online booking, you'll see now we can come back to the same list, but now this is running low on spaces, it's updated itself to just having those 3 spaces. So if I now try to go in and book that, now you'll see here I can't go any higher than 3. Now here is the booking as it has turned up in the email. So this obviously looks identical to what we saw a few seconds earlier. So there it is, that's what's actually been sent to us. By the way, the text of this confirmation letter can be changed. You can update it to put in all of the relevant information that you might need along with attachments. But more importantly, right at the top here, you'll see here it says you can view your details and pay by credit card now. Click here to view. So if I do that now, what you'll see is it opens up in a web browser so that the customer can actually see all of their details, what they've booked, how much they've paid, how much they've got left to pay, and there is a button here to actually settle the balance. Because I noticed on your website you require 75% paying, and then I think the remainder when people turn up. Now I haven't quite got that, but you can tick on this box here and actually pay the balance. But I think if this is something that looks like it's going to do what you want, we can actually get it so that we can change this figure so that customers could update this figure to pay just, say for example, 75% and get you exactly what you want. But I'll tick on that box there, and as you can see here I can then fill in the credit card details again. So if I put in same ones as before, and expiry is 12/15, we'll put in there same name as before, security code of 452, and then make payment, and there it is. There's the full balance now paid. So hopefully it's given you a very quick overview of how the booking system works and how it can both book the courses and take the payment and send the confirmation.